First of all, what's your opinion on One Battle After Another?
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Oh my God. You hated weapons and you liked One Battle After Another. Jesus. Okay, give me the most dog shit media take of all time. Neo-Nazi guy was fetishly obsessed with your black wife and you never knew about it? That's like a lefty theme? That's a political theme?
It's not like the most complex movie of all time. You literally lost like 50 IQ points the moment you watched that movie. I don't how can you not like understand what's going on in the movie? It's not like complicated
my
or whatever,
God,
and he gets caught.
This is the most Reddit answer.
He gets caught.
Isn't it cool when that guy was so calm compared to the administration? Is just mind rotting. Like, I mean, oh my God. We're going back to manufacturing voter fraud claims from 2020.
Oh, I was going to ask why. I still don't get it.
It could be any number of things. It could be to make it so that every order that Biden gave is unconstitutional. It could be maybe Trump's like, well, if I won that election, then technically I'm on my third term, which means I could run for a fourth. There's a billion. It could be to give the federal government an excuse to start having a more active role in administering elections, to give them a reason to deploy federal troops or to have more oversight during the midterms. There's a million reasons why, theoretically. What does this fucking loser want? Hold on.
Oh, my reasoning of why I said that they did it is that if they can claim that there's a huge amount of fraud, that means like this is the pretext for why they're going to be like, okay, in all these states, we got to send in the feds to run the elections. Obviously, look at this.
Yeah.
They had election ballots under the floors. These fucking silly gooses.
Yeah, something like that. Deej, what do you want?
All right.
First of all, what's your opinion on One Battle After Another?
I thought it was a pretty good movie.
Oh my God. You hated weapons and you liked One Battle After Another. Jesus. Okay, give me the most dog shit media take of all time.
No. Give me one way that weapons is better than One Battle After Another without sounding retarded. And if you can't, you have to kill yourself. All right? If you can't, you have to kill yourself. I'm sorry. All right, give me one way.
Yeah, sure. It had a consistent set of characters that moved through a story that made sense conceptually and had like identifiable parts of character introduction, building action, like climax with bad character. Like it had a story arc that made sense. All the individual characters played into kind of like the theme of the movie, and it was just a good, solid horror movie, I guess. Yeah. Whereas One Battle After Another, I don't even know if I could fucking. Well, here. So like, if you ask me to explain weapons, right? It's been a while since I've seen this or whatever, but like weapons is a group of students disappears. There's like a crazy lady who can cast crazy magical spells to control people. And then that is a plot that is uncovered by a teacher of the class of students disappeared and a cop. And eventually in the end, they, with the help of one of the students, overcomes, beats the lady, and then they win. And it's like a horror movie. How would you explain like One Battle After Another? How would you explain that movie?
I would explain it as... I mean, conceptually, it's like fucking the lefty fucking militia group. It's the explainer beforehand, and it's kind of like the fucking 10, 20 years later or whatever. And there's just the aftermath of being a part of that group.
Really? The aftermath of being part of a lefty group is that your daughter has a different dad because that neo-Nazi guy was fetishly obsessed with your black wife and you never knew about it? That's like a lefty theme? That's a political theme?
Well, no, I didn't say it was about politics. I was saying it's the aftermath of the events that occurred in this universe. I didn't say it was like a political movie. It's literally just the aftermath of like the 10 years later, 20, I forget how much time it is. It's literally just the reoccurrence of the events that happen. I don't. It's like
okay, yeah.
I don't understand how
you lost your own test, but okay, go ahead.
No. Just to be clear. It's not like the most fucking complex movie of all time. You literally lost like fucking 50 IQ points the moment you watched that movie. I don't how can you not like understand what's going on in the movie? It's not like fucking complicated, hard to follow or anything like that.
I don't think it's hard to follow. I don't think it's complicated. I just think nothing really happens. There's just no real conflict. It's just kind of boring.
What do you mean nothing really happens? What?
What's like the most interesting thing in that movie to you?
Well, as in like
I can think of several things. I can think
what?
of several things in that movie that had the potential to be very interesting. None of them happen. So I want to know, you tell me, what is like the most interesting thing in One Battle After Another to you?
I mean, this is gonna sound fucking retarded, but I think like the most like interesting thing is I don't have a thing like a scene that's like interesting is when the the dojo guy is fucking hiding him in
Oh
the
my
chase or whatever, and he gets
god!
caught.
This is the
He
most
actually gets
Reddit
caught.
answer.
He gets caught.
Isn't it cool when that guy was so calm compared to there must have been a Redditor or a YouTuber reviewer that gave this answer, because what is so interesting about that? I
think it's interesting because he doesn't get away. He gets caught. He fucking gets caught, and then he gets away again. All right, it's like a fucking. It's you don't expect him to actually get caught. I think that's kind of interesting. But just to be clear, just to be as clear as possible, Weapons is the most dog shit fucking Goosebumps fucking Animorphs fucking plot of all time. It's the most retarded bullshit. Like if you ask Zach
it's just
Cregger
like a
to explain
standard.
it,
It's like a standard horror movie. How is it so horrible?
It's a standard Down syndrome. It's a standard Down syndrome movie. All right, it does what it sets out to do, which is to just be a movie that's about shit. All right. I don't understand how you can say that movie is better than One Battle After Another just because One Battle After Another isn't fucking.
Well, it's hard to compare cross genre, but I think that.
If you ask Zach Cregger, all right, Zach Cregger, he's a pretty smart guy, right? If you watch any of his interviews, right, he's a really smart guy. If you ask Zach Cregger to talk about his own movie, this Zach Cregger himself cannot come up with any explanation on what his movie's about, why his movie's about, where his movie's about. He himself cannot do it. So I ask you, how do you think that's better than One Battle?
I don't know. I can't speak for him. I don't know why he can't enunciate it. Maybe he's fucking retarded. I don't know. He might be. Retarded people make good movies sometimes. Look at George Lucas.
Why didn't they expand on the radio thing more? Like the whole idea of like the two radios making a special sound when they come together. It just seems
there are so many. Oh yeah, I thought that was going to be like a mega relevant plot device at some point. Did he use? He must have used that to find his daughter at the end, right? It wasn't just seeing the car drive by, right? I don't know. I thought there were so many potentially like interesting things that could have happened in that movie. Like I think there could have been some big, like obviously you've got, this is a huge theme that's been explored in the past by tons of different media, where it's like when you have a biological parent and then an adopted parent, and the adopted parent is more of a parent to you than the biological parent, like resolving that conflict I think is interesting. That never really happened in this movie. There were no scenes between Leo and his daughter discussing that. The daughter just hated the bio dad because the bio dad is a weird Nazi dude. I don't know, like everything is just weird there. There could have been some interesting resolution between the guy accepting like, why do I like this woman who is so contrary to every single aspect of my political ideology? Like that's never even explored. He just kind of does. He just does those things and then he does it and then he dies at the end. There could have been an interesting thing for like for there are people that are like coyotes that benefit from a system that's exploitative to their own people or people like them, like the Native American dude. I don't know why the guy backstabbed the people in the end. Was he just mad because of the one racist comment about fire, whatever, the whiskey comment by the one unit? But he must have heard so many comments like that in the past. That wasn't really explored at all.
Why was it so hypersexualized?
Well, the hypersexualization can make sense if it's juxtaposing like this is a strong man who's into like these submissive sexual things with somebody who's like politically misaligned with him. But like they just don't. They kind of like introduce these things, but they don't really explore them all. And then everyone in chat is typing like they do explore them because there's like a thing on the scene about it, but not really. Like these are things that you have like a ton of scenes like exploring the like what does it mean to each of the characters? How do they react and respond to these events? Like how do they change or grow as character? But like none of this ever really fucking happens. It's just not, I don't know, it's just a cringe. It's just like a bunch of stuff happens and nobody really grows or changes that much. I don't think. Does anybody? There's no like interesting exploration of any of the things. What does it mean? Like what realizations do the characters? I don't know. I literally don't think anything.
Wait, okay. You're judging One Battle After
shit movie.
Wait.
Even
You're
Civil
judging...
War, which I didn't even think was good.
Bro.
Even Civil War, I think, was better than this.
I didn't watch
You're
it.
judging One Battle After Another by a completely different standard. I understand they're
wait, completely different standard than what?
No,
stop! Don't start screaming. Hold on, wait. Completely different standard than what?
If you were, I could ask you the same.
No, I'm just asking you.
Weapons.
Okay, stop. Okay, I'm just clarifying your sentence. Completely different standard than what? Than weapons?
Yes.
Yes, because one is just a horror movie. Yeah, it's a different.
It's just a horror movie, so you can have depth and explanation of why things are the way they are in movies if it's horror.
Yeah, you watch different movies for different things. When I watch Iron Man, I'm not
wait,
looking
I'm gonna ask the same question. So you can't have depth and explanation because it's horror. What about the genre of horror is different?
You could, but you watch the genre of horror for different things. Sometimes you just want to feel like spooked or scared, or maybe you want to.
So you just get spooked or scared. No. So Weapons is good because it's spooky, scary. Oh, okay. No. I understand.
Do you think that every genre is appropriate to explore every theme? Or do you think that some genres are better suited to some themes than other genres? Like Taken, I wouldn't watch Taken to explore the relationship between a father and a daughter, even though that's kind of sort of part of the movie, but not really. It's an action flick. It's a revenge flick.
Wait. You wouldn't watch Taken for a fucking psychological breakdown of but I mean, that does a decent job of like showing the relationship and the values of like a father and a daughter. I don't understand.
No,
why
it doesn't. But... Okay, if you think it is, this is just this is an IQ check on media. I don't know. It might most of you guys fail. If you think that
just to be clear, just to be clear,
Taken is a movie that explores the relationship between a father and daughter,
spooky horror movies, spooky horror movies. It's the extent.
Yes, it's because it's.
All right.
Well, I don't understand how you don't understand this. Different genres like are better at exploring different themes. I wouldn't evaluate a knife based on how many people I could kill at once with it, the same way that I wouldn't evaluate AR-15 with how well I could cut a slice of steak with it. Different things are suited to exploring different things.
It's completely arbitrary. I don't understand.
It's not completely arbitrary. What are you talking? Why do genres exist at all if they're arbitrary? That's definitionally not arbitrary.
Genres exist because they have categories. You can't just say, "Oh, it doesn't have to do anything because it's horror." Where are you getting that from?
This is a Pisco viewer.
No, where are you getting that from? Where are you getting that from? It's completely arbitrary. It's completely arbitrary. Why does the genre being horror make it so it doesn't have to do
Wait, it doesn't have to what?
It doesn't have to do the same things that other movies would have to. You can argue that it doesn't have to be the most fucking but why is it simply being horror? And it's spooky. Like I don't.
This is a Pisco viewer. You're
horror
right.
Horror movies can do more than just be spooky scary. Horror movies can do more than just be spooky scary.
They could be, but different genres lend themselves towards the exploration of different themes. They just do. Hero movies like Marvel Slap or whatever lends itself to a type of like coming of age story for young men, more so than romance movies might not explore, the concept of good versus evil, or revenge flicks like John Wick or Taken might not explore deep themes of like family relations between humans, or like just like different genres lend themselves towards exploring different themes better. That's why we have different types of books and songs and everything else, right? Like,
okay, they lend themselves, but that doesn't give them an excuse to be fucking shallow and all. Okay, here's a question.
When you say shallow, it depends. It depends. Stop. You got to stop doing this. I don't know if this. You think it's I do this, or I don't know if you learn this from music. You got to stop doing that. Wait, stop. Hold on. I'm server meeting you. Okay, stop asking a question and then doing like the. Stop doing that. Holy shit, that's so fucking annoying. Okay.
You yapped for 10 billion minutes. I respond.
I talk quickly and I'm not yapping a ton. You're asking a question and then you go off to a totally different thing and you scream before we can even address the last thing you just said. Okay. So
thank you.
A thing being shallow.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
A thing being shallow in some areas.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. I'm good. Jesus.
That guy 100% is watching Pisco nonstop, 24/7 on repeat. Like when he's in the shower, he's putting on like the best debates of Pisco of all time. Like I would bet my life on it. He's a fucking tier 5 super chatter.
Hold on. Do we know anything happening right now with Elijah Schaefer? What do you want, Hussein?
I was just gonna talk to Dan about the World War I thing. If it's now
talk about the World of War thing. The what?
The World War What?
No, fuck it. We'll do it later. I have a million videos I need to cover. I need to kick Dan out of here soon, even so.
I don't even care about World War I.
Okay, love you.